wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
You got a Wednesday on the KVJ show. Hello and good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Morning. Yep, here we go. Gotta tell you, yesterday I was very disappointed that we gave our first chance to win some money right here on the KVJ show, and we did not get a winner yesterday. Dang. Not with our show.
Does that roll over to the DJs?
Gosh, wouldn't that be nice?
Look at that. We didn't get a winner again. Up. No more winners. No.
We need Howard Ferguson to call right now. You've got 10 seconds. Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would turn. It would kind of turn into the Hunger Games. It'd be us versus them.
It'd be so ridiculous.
It would be rough, man. Wanting people to not call in.
You think I rig games now? And imagine what I'd do if I could pick up a good chunk of money every single time and double my paycheck.
You would never.
We did have two winners later yesterday.
Okay.
Colleen Russell of Riviera Beach and Taylor Morgan of Boca Raton.
Okay, good.
They both doubled their paychecks yesterday.
Because if you sign up and then you miss it when they call your name.
Talk about kicking yourself, right?
Oh, you're going to be sick to your stomach. I mean, free money. Come on.
Can you imagine if people are going, so did you win that money? Did you double your paycheck?
We heard your name.
No, I missed it.
Ah.
Dang. Wow. If you want to get in for free and double your paycheck, we'll start winning again tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. with us. You can sign up for free right now at WRMF.com. All South Florida winners on there, so jump in. Great chances to win, but you do have to be listening at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., or 5 p.m. tomorrow. So set little reminders.
Yes, put it on your phone, whatever you got to do.
If you're signed up and they'll be like, oh, a quick alert. And you listen, is that my name? Okay, it's not. I'll move on to the next time. Or if it is, oh, goodness, here's the number right there on your alert. You call in, you double your paycheck.
I love it.
What it is, it's a free vacation at least, right?
It's so easy.
Yeah, it is. All right, so jump on that. So congratulations to our winners yesterday and tomorrow. I expect everybody to win.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
I don't know how long Major Biden is going to last in the White House. That damn dog bit somebody else yesterday.
It did?
Well,
Okay.
I thought already they sent it back to Delaware. So
They did.
And they gave it a reprieve.
This badass dog bit somebody, so they shipped him off to Delaware, and they made him do like this intensive doggy training.
Oh,
and then they
okay.
brought him back 2 days ago, and he bit somebody yesterday.
Wow.
I mean, come on. You got to get this dog out of the White House. We got enough drama going on.
You know what? Joe Biden's just got to stop hiring such tasty people.
Maybe the dog doesn't want to be politically motivated. Maybe the dog just wants to be cool.
Could the dog be a Republican?
Republican?
Republican.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen. The worker that he bit that worked there at the White House was a National Park Service worker. The guy had to be treated by a medical unit before returning back to work, but...
So what happens if... I always thought if a dog bit more than one person, it was kind of a big deal.
I mean, are we giving this dog a pass because he's the president's dog? I think that he should be held to the same standard as any neighborhood dog that bites somebody. You got to go back home. You can't be at the White House.
That's such a sitcom kind of problem to have. The dog in the White House is biting people.
Yeah.
Randomly. He bit security teams, and now he's biting service workers for the National Park Service. In other news, it looks like Ariana Grande is going to be replacing Nick Jonas as a coach on the upcoming season of The Voice. Are you so excited, Kevin?
That's good exposure for our Boca girl, but no, I couldn't care.
Here's the big announcement. It is so big.
That is so...
It's really not. And she's kind of already said it.
Okay.
She really
did.
did.
Skip it then.
All this guy is doing is regurgitating what the witch just said.
I feel like we're good.
And he's even more long-winded about it.
Yeah.
And finally here, don't be tricked. I think Michael Strahan is doing a April Fool's prank on all of us.
Yeah.
He has always said that he loves the gap in his teeth. You know, his two front teeth have a little gap in there. It's adorable. He's lovable. And he's always rocked the gap with pride. But now, just, 2 days before April Fool's Day, he puts out this video of him at the dentist getting the gap closed. It's a whole thing. And I don't know. I smell an April Fool's prank.
Okay.
Do we have audio of
We
that
do have
one?
audio. It's in there, and kind of like the other audio, it's not the best.
Okay.
I'm not trying to undersell the dirt here.
If I go home and say I'm going to do it, it'll be don't do it. If I post, it'll be don't do it. If I talk to my friends, it'll be don't do it. If I talk to my business partner, it'll be like don't do it. But I got to do what I want to do for myself now, you know?
Okay, ready?
Get out of here.
Well, I think he already sounds like he's talking funny.
I think he's trying to make it like he's struggling with it, but he's got to do what he's got to do. He wants the gap fixed.
He's not even selling it like he really hates the gap.
I get the feeling you don't like April Fools that much.
I don't.
You've grown annoyed with it.
I've grown really annoyed with it.
You old?
I am.
Really, anymore, you can kind of really see through a lot of the jokes, and it just seems like every year, just something goes sideways. Do you see like Volkswagen was going to change their name to Volkswagen, and people thought that because there actually was some rebranding, a big radio company just completely rebranded their name, and that wasn't an April Fool's Day joke, but now people don't know. Be like, are you serious? Or are you not serious? And so Volkswagen changed, like it was instead of Volks, it was like Volkswagen, something like
With
that.
a VOLT for electric cars.
Yes, and then everybody thought they really did change it, and now they're having to spend all this money to go back and be like, no, sorry, it was an April Fool's Day joke, but it's not even April Fool's yet, and already their April Fool's Day joke is foiled.
I'm so confused on so many levels because, first of all, why would anyone even care if they did change it to that? And I don't know. It's all weird.
It just creates a lot of confusion in people. So are you serious? It's becoming a tough week to do anything, whether jokey or serious, because it seems like either way, it's just a week where we just need to not make any announcements.
And watch out for that Facebook one where the women say, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and then they're not pregnant. They fake like they're pregnant. That's a popular one too. Don't get tricked.
Why is that popular?
Everyone, I've seen every
Why
year.
is it popular? I just want to know. And I saw this too. The Marlins are going to announce a new name for the stadium. They're changing Marlins Park, and that's going to be announced today. I'm like, okay, so is this a joke? I don't know if I can take the Marlins seriously when they make the announcement today. Because watch, it'll be something goofy and be like, is that real or is that an early April? See, when you do your April Fool's joke the week of April Fool's now, you don't know if they're serious or not, Volkswagen.
You're right.
I don't know. Marlins, are you going to play a prank on us or is this real?
It's a tricky time, Kevin.
It is a tricky time. It's a terrible time to make any new announcements, Marlins.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, until his social media platform comes out here in the next 3 months or whatever, Donald Trump is finding any way he can to still get a little bit of a mouthpiece to get his thoughts on what's happening in the world. And I don't know if you knew this, but one of the Arrigo kids got married on Saturday at Mar-a-Lago.
I did know that.
Yeah.
And he got up and got on the microphone.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, John and Megan Arrigo got married. And so I think this is it because TMZ picked it up. So this is the way Donald Trump kind of gets his thoughts on current events and what's going on. But this is actually supposed to be a toast at a wedding, but it turns into basically a Trump presser is kind of what happens. It's just kind of so what happens when you give the guy a microphone. He's supposed to be toasting the couple, but instead it's a rant about politics and what's going on in current events.
If I was the couple, I'd be like, really?
Okay.
The border's not good. The border is the worst anybody's ever seen it. And what you see now, multiply it times 10, Jim. You would know how to handle. He's the only one I know that might handle the border tougher than me. But we have to, and the tough is in the most humanitarian way, because that's what it is. What's happening to the kids, they're living in squalor.
What
they
about
are
the couple?
living like nobody has ever seen anybody. There's never been anything like what's happening. And we're gonna have
It's just a toast.
Nobody in that room could identify with squalor. What's squalor?
I don't know what that means. Okay. All right, that was the toast. I think.
I just wanted to say it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to have you at Mar-a-Lago. You are a great and beautiful couple.
By the way, we chopped about 5 minutes out of that. So there
Was
you
that
go.
this weekend?
That was
last
last
weekend?
Saturday night.
That was this
yeah.
weekend,
Yeah,
yeah.
Saturday night they went on. So that's kind of how he gets his word out now, by doing wedding toasts that aren't wedding toasts.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, yesterday, Virginia was trying to locate my ex-fiance from back in the day. We were talking about me being engaged when I was younger, so the witch wanted to find out what she looked like. So we started investigating, and it didn't go too good.
No, we don't think we found her. Well, you don't.
I know, Virginia, it's weird. Virginia did find a girl roughly around her same age with her name, but it's not her, though, who does live in the West Palm Beach area. But she's married and she's got kids. The last time I've heard, I'm pretty sure she's still married with kids.
People can get divorced and then take their maiden name back.
I hear you.
True.
But I have tried to look for other people before in the past online. Does anybody know a service or a company that is the best bang for your money when you are trying to locate somebody from your past?
Because they all say, oh, we're going to find you this and this and this and this. And oh, we have records on this person. And it's like these trick websites. And then you pay the $25. And then sometimes you don't get the information you were looking for. And it's a trick. They tell everybody that searches that, oh, we found so many nuggets.
Yeah, there's got to be the best service out there.
Right.
We were trying to find, the first person that made me a man. We couldn't find her either. So our investigation skills are not very good.
Terrible, actually.
But I heard if you get the right website, it makes it so much easier. But to your point, so many of them look like scams that have a lot of money attached to it.
And then you put your credit card in there, and who knows what happens to your credit card number at that point.
And you told me to ask people that I worked with, what are, more information. But now I'm asking questions.
And you're not really friends with a lot of those people.
Well, then now I'm
anymore.
asking about a married woman and what am I doing? We got to do this on the down low. So let's talk about it on the air some more.
This is not the best plan for secrecy, No,
but you know what I mean. I shouldn't be reaching out personally. Like, hey, what's blah, blah, blah doing?
I would like to have, a private investigator that actually wants to be cool and teach us the ways. Wouldn't that be neat if they came in and they said, okay, here's the website where we go to as private investigators. Here's how we do it. Here's how we don't pay those shady websites $29.99.
I mean, I have a long history of terrible investigation skills. Remember Jay Bird and Denny's investigations?
Awful. I've never seen such blurry pictures as the ones you came back with, the so-called proof of cheating.
There was the time I tailed my boss from the golf course I worked at.
Now, that's a great story.
Yeah, but he was squirrely and he took off erratically. We lost him. So my investigation skills not so hot. If anyone knows of a good website, I don't think I want to go with a PI.
Why not? I want somebody to teach us.
There's no way a PI is going to be less expensive than a website, right? Someone that's tailing somebody.
Yeah.
I think we could actually get into this as a trade, as a craft, learn the secrets of PIing.
And are you a stalker if you hire a PI, if you have a crush on somebody, just to see what they're up to in their daily life?
If you have the financial resources to do that, I think you're smart and you're protecting yourself.
I think that's creepy, man. If you hired a PI to basically report on someone you're interested in, I think that goes over the line. You're insane.
Nah, I don't think it is. I think you got to look at it from the flip side. You're protecting yourself. You need to know if she's crazy.
If you were on a date and a guy told a woman, so I had some private investigator follow you around for a week.
You don't tell her that.
But I'm saying if she found that out, she would think that's insane.
You don't tell her that. Look, think about it this way. Remember that girl that you went on a date with and she got arrested on the date?
Yes.
And she had a rap sheet?
She did.
Wouldn't you have liked to known before you took this trollop out?
I don't know.
That she was going to be in the bathroom doing cocaine?
We don't know if she did cocaine.
Well, you said she looked real squirrely every time she came back from the bathroom.
She did go to the bathroom
and she kept putting on more and more makeup.
She did go to the bathroom
It
a lot.
sounds like cocaine to me. But I don't know. But then, wouldn't you have liked to have known that girl had a rap sheet before you took her out to Chili's?
Yeah, it was the ale house, and I don't know, it kind of added some excitement. So, I don't know.
You got a great story out of it.
I got a great story out of it.
Some of the early recommendations are for Spokeo.com, Spokeo, and Fast People at Search.com.
Okay.
Fast
People. Mm-hmm. Fast People.
So there you go. Let me check.
Slowtyper.com.
What do you have on your mind today, Virginia?
I came into work this morning and there was something bizarre in my workspace.
Okay.
It immediately caught my attention because, it's Easter this weekend. And there was an Easter egg sitting over here by where all my stuff is. And I was like, that's weird. An Easter egg.
Okay.
So I shook it. I didn't hear anything. Opened it.
Yeah.
There's $5 in it.
Okay.
And a message, kind of like a fortune cookie message.
Okay.
It says, fear is interest paid on a debt you may not owe.
That sounds like a trap to me.
Damn. But, that's true. If you live in fear and you may be just giving power to this fear that really shouldn't be given any power at all. Fear is not a way to go through life.
You're worried about something that may never happen.
That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little fearful of this egg trick. I feel it's a trap. I don't know.
Who left it? $5. That's awesome.
Did it say to Virginia?
No.
Okay, so it's possible it may not even be yours.
It was in my workspace. I'm taking the $5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got that COVID egg going, coughing on the $5. You fell for the trick.
You think it's a COVID egg?
I'm just saying. I think you needed to be afraid of the thing that tells you not to be afraid.
Well, you turn my positive into a negative.
I'm just saying, man.
I got $5 and an inspirational message, and you're just pooping on it.
You got $5 and COVID.
Yeah. That is very odd.
Very odd.
Yeah, where's my damn egg?
I looked around. Nobody else got an egg.
Interesting how the witch gets an egg.
And typically, don't a lot of people use those kind of eggs to transport cocaine?
Big time.
Except the way they transport them is definitely something you don't want to be handling the egg afterwards.
You
know where they put them, right?
I do. Oh, I know where they put the eggs.
You think it's a butt egg?
Yeah, you call those people cocaine chickens because they hatch a cocaine egg. They lay a cocaine egg. You got to watch those things.
All right, I'm going to spray my cocaine egg or COVID egg with some Lysol, and I'm going to spend this $5.
Vending machine.
Yeah, snacks on me.
I kind of get to a point where I dread this time of year because that the weather is not as nice. It trims down your wardrobe and what you can wear. You have to deal with afternoon showers. You got humidity.
Hot and sweaty yesterday.
You got all that kind of stuff that's going on. You get into hurricane season, so you got to worry about those kind of hassles and issues. And now what is a growing problem for me, and it seems to get worse every single year, is bug bites, mosquitoes. Yesterday, I was driving, and this is kind of a mystery to me, but I was driving, and my face kind of itches. And I started feeling around, and by the time I got home, I did inventory. I have a bug bite here on my face. I've got one there on my face. I've got 3 bug bites on my face. On my face. I got one in the back of my head and one on my arm. I'm like, I don't even know when this happened. And you would think you would notice if you had a big old mosquito big enough to leave the bites that I've got on your face.
Dang.
And I assume it's mosquito, but I don't know. And my wife's like, there's pimples. I'm like, the difference between a bug bite and a pimple, right?
Totally, yeah.
They itch, they feel like some kind of bite. And I'm like, what was on my face that bit me 3 different times? I look like I've got big old bumps on my face.
Is it possible? And just hear me out.
Yeah.
I know you've been wearing a lot of new clothing from thrift stores or secondhand places. Is it possible that some of them are infested with bugs? Maybe you wash them. Maybe they didn't all get out of the fabric.
You are washing everything before you wear it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
No, it's
good.
definitely a rule that I have. And the only thing is, I haven't worn anything that I got at a thrift store for probably at least 2 weeks now.
Even the doily shirt?
Yeah, no, believe it or not, I actually paid store
You
prices for that.
paid full price for that?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that expensive. Trust me.
We figured that was a Goodwill find.
That was the $5.
No, that was a real story. It wasn't much more.
I'm just
I
kidding.
buy all my shirts
I
on
liked it.
sale.
We're just busting
It was
chops.
adorable.
It was a great shirt.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah, I don't think that was it, unless they've jumped from the clothes and
Gotcha.
they're now
I'm just
all over.
throwing it out there.
Yeah, I don't know, and I can only assume it's mosquito, because I don't know what it is about me. And we got this thing at my house, and what makes it tough is the mosquitoes congregate the front door. And they wait. And Denny's had given me that thing to put in and I did that. I don't know how effective it
The
really
dunks
was.
only last for like 60 days.
Yeah, but
you
even
gotta
then-
you gotta reapply the dunks.
Yeah, even then, the word is out. And I don't know what it is. And what makes it tough in my house is I complain, but nothing ever bites my wife. Ever.
Because they're afraid of her.
I agree. Even bugs are afraid of my wife. She never gets a bug bite. And here I got 3 massive bites on my face. So I'm complaining about it. And it's like, suck it up. Like,
well,
she doesn't care.
you're proving the bugs right. They know to go for you because they can land on your face and you still don't notice them.
I don't know how that happened. I'm a pretty light sleeper, and I'm always aware. I always have mosquito awareness, and I start freaking out whenever I even think I hear a mosquito now. Because I don't know what it is. You know how they do this with restaurants? If there was a Michelin rating for me, I'm easily, what's the best? 5?
You're 3 star.
3 star?
You're 3 Michelin stars.
I'm the greatest, I'm the most delicious human to mosquitoes that there possibly is.
Yeah, you're good.
I swear, if you had a room full of mosquitoes, you put myself and my wife in it, every single one would congregate to me.
Does this happen every year to you, or is it kind of a rarity?
Like I said, it's becoming something that every single year it seems to be getting worse and worse. And so this year, after 3 bites on my face that are big and pronounced, and now it's like one of those things today where people will be looking at me, be like, is he breaking out like a teenager, or does he have bites on his face? It's going to be that whole debate. And yeah, trust me, these are bites of some sort that I have on my face.
Any shot it's bed bugs?
I don't think so. And again, you would think that would affect my wife too, right?
Not
She's got
necessarily.
nothing.
Not always. It's kind of like the whole sea lice thing. Me being in water with everybody else and not getting sea lice. Maybe your wife just wouldn't get bit by bed bugs for some
I
odd
don't
reason.
know. The only other thing I can think is that my dog had slept in the bed and typically doesn't the last couple nights, and she always winds up curling next to me because the other night, and that's always a fun thing, isn't it? When you wake up first thing, your alarm goes off, and you're like, ugh, and you drop your arm into something cold and wet.
Oh.
And you're just like, what is that?
The
And
dog peed in the bed?
No, the dog barfed right next to me, and they got it moved.
That's worse.
That's worse.
Oh.
Barf is worse than
Oh,
pee.
it's terrible. And it's like that first thing in the morning. I hate waking up now because either I've got an infestation of bites on my face or I drop my arm into barf. It's just, waking up is even worse than it's ever been now.
Fleas wouldn't do that much, would it?
I don't know. That's the only other thing I can think. I think it's mosquitoes because it feels like it, but I don't even recall a mosquito being around me. And I don't know when I've necessarily been. I was outside in the day, but mosquitoes don't really bother you too much where I am in my back area during the day. It's at dusk and at nighttime they really start coming out.
Because the one bite on your cheek,
Yeah.
if that was a flea, that's a roided up flea.
Right, it's massive. It is that's why I'm like, that had to be a big old skeeter. And how did I not know? What am I, just walking through life and I got a huge mosquito on my face and I don't notice it?
How bummed out would you be if you went to the doctors and said, Kevin, these are roach bites?
Oh, I've even thought that too. I've even thought the thing where it lays eggs in your skin. I'm like, what could it possibly be?
If you think it's mosquitoes, there is a badass thing that I was looking into. If I would have got a pool, which I'm not getting because my HOA sucks. If I would have got a pool, I would have put this thing in. It's like a misting sprinkler system. And they come out and they install it. And what it does is like every so often, like every 90 minutes or whatever, it sprays this mosquito killing mist.
Okay.
And the mosquitoes all around your property for they can do like up to like an acre or two.
That's interesting.
Are
Yeah.
eliminated.
Yeah, this is really where it is because why I'm bringing this up is for anybody that's like me and you're a 3-star Michelin rated mosquito restaurant.
Snack.
Then I really want to be active because I don't want to deal with this. Like if this is what I'm getting, and we haven't even gotten there yet. Like the next 7 months, I want this. I don't want this. Like I don't want to be.
You're not even in it.
I'm not even in it yet, and I'm already over it. If that makes sense, and that's why I'm like, I don't want 7 months of misery and always just being covered in bites.
Psychologically, what would be worse for you to handle if you found out they were spider bites or if they were roach bites?
Spider bites scare me more.
Spiders are worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roaches are grosser, though.
Roaches are disgusting, but
I'll take gross over scary.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are right.
So I am really going to try, and hopefully I can't spend a gazillion dollars on this, but a couple of different things. Like somebody said, try the bug bite thing. It is an insect sting suction tool. I don't know how this works because you would think it'd have to break the skin to do it, right? To suck out, because I remember somebody mentioned that yesterday on the show in a text. They said it'll take the venom out of your sting, and I'm like, okay, well that sounds good, but you would think that would have to break the skin. But it's only $10, so I think I'm going to get this and maybe try it.
Yeah.
It just sucks that they're on your face because
You can barely notice. Tell them you can barely notice.
Yeah.
Tell you can barely notice.
I'm not lying.
You can greatly notice them. Yeah, you don't have to lie to me because I know you're lying.
I'm not kidding. The last 2 minutes, that one got so much bigger on his nose. It's actually
I've probably been touching. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It knows you're talking about it.
does.
So it's like all puffed up and proud.
I mean, how did it bite on my face? It had to be when I'm sleeping, right?
That happens to me when I'm sleeping too, because I'm all bundled up and covered.
Did you sleep anywhere different?
I
nap
don't
or...
do what you do. I don't go lay in the yard.
I should have
like
bites.
You should be
having this
covered.
conversation.
You should have ticks and gnats and mosquitoes and ants.
I don't have anything.
So you noticed the bites this morning or yesterday?
I noticed them yesterday. Oddly enough, I noticed them yesterday afternoon, probably at about 12:30. Which made me think, okay, wait a minute. It was almost like they had just happened. I'm like, okay, I don't think I was any place where I would have been bit. I wouldn't have been bit here. I'm like, it must have happened overnight. And now I'm just noticing them.
And the other thing, too, is we're diagnosing this as bites. We don't even know if they are bites. This could be something else. It could be a skin condition, of a rash of sorts.
Well, it feels exactly. I've had, unfortunately, so many mosquito bites that it's textbook feel of a mosquito bite.
Hopefully it's not impetigo.
It's not impetigo.
Well, I'm just saying. I want him to have...
Stop trying to scare him.
I'm not trying to scare
I
him.
don't even know what that is, so I'm not scared.
Impetigo is a rash that you get, and it is no joke. It's bad.
Yeah.
It spreads.
It doesn't feel rashy.
She's kind of being a little dramatic. We used to
No,
get...
Mags had impetigo. I had to go to the hospital
We led
for
the
it.
league in impetigo in Lake Park. You get through it.
You do get through
sucks,
it,
but you get through
if you had it on your face, you'd be sad.
And a lot of people were saying that they have a service that will come and do the spraying for you. So I will look into it because I do have a pest control place that I use with Hewlett, and I'll see if maybe they can come out if they offer that service.
Ask them to look into the mosquito killing.
Yes, because I definitely need it. Because like I said, I'm going to be miserable if I go into another season like this.
You do keep rubbing it. Is it itching you a little bit? Do you want to scratch?
It does itch a little bit. Yeah, that's why it's. My wife's like, I think it's a zit. I'm like, it's not a zit.
You know
I know
what?
I know what a zit feels like. It itches. It's a bite of some sort.
I get a lot of bites too because I have the same super white glowing skin as you, and my sister really gets bit, and she's super pale.
I think it's blood type is what a lot of people say.
I put sometimes, like, because it's all I had on me, a little bit of the hand sanitizer we've all been using.
Okay.
It's got a high alcohol in it.
And that repels them?
No, I think it just hurts with the bite.
Now it helps with the bite.
Right. It helps with what's hurting you now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I dropped it in between the console between me and you.
We'll deal with that later.
It went down into the computer area.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Do you want? I know you say no, but do you want any snacks or anything to make you feel better?
Yeah, no.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, do you want to compound your bug bites with feeling fat?
Now, if you said go home and have vodka, then I'll take you up on that.
I forgot you're not an emotional eater like me in Virginia.
Yeah.
You don't want a bucket of ice cream?
No, it's not going to do anything for me. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for all the ideas and the remedies. Hopefully this can help other people. If you're like me, unfortunately, you are just a mosquito snack. It is getting to be that season, so I'm going to prepare myself, and Kev is fighting back.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Got a lot of conversation yesterday. We had an email about a husband and wife that were in a disagreement about having their 4-year-old lie about their age going into Disney to save some money. Got an email here from Sydney, been a longtime listener for 12 years, and she said, I heard your conversation about Disney and whether or not the couple should make their daughter lie about her age. I was 2 at Disney for about 5 years straight. My parents would make me tuck my feet up under a blanket in the stroller, and they would let me pass each time. In fact, there was a running joke in my family where somebody would ask me my age, and I would respond 4 or 5. But then they would ask, what is your age at Disney? And I would put 2 fingers up because that's what I've been trained to do. She said, as far as teaching the child dishonesty, my parents taught me not to lie, except at Disney. And I really never lied to my parents. I was a good student, never got in trouble. Now I'm a student in medical school. So a little white lie like that when you're 4 won't affect you for the rest of your life. That's just my 2 cents, though.
Okay.
So, and
There was a lot of those comments, by the way, that echo that same opinion.
And somebody else, too, had an interesting thought. They said, you could do this where, the question was paying for that child at the child rate would be the difference between going or not going. And somebody said, just so you know, a quick hack is for younger kids, get the annual passes. It's only about $30 to $40 a month instead of paying $300 to $400 to buy tickets. Pass holders also get discounts on shopping, dining, and hotels in the resort. So I don't know if that helps some people out if you're trying to save money, but that was one suggestion that somebody had given us yesterday for that. Well, is this great for your kids, or are you talking about scarring them for the rest of their life? Jaybirds been hearing a lot about this thing called Snorbles, which is a sleep companion for children to help them manage a good sleep routine.
They want me to have it as an adult. They think it would help me with my insomnia.
They do? Okay.
And night terrors, yes.
Yeah, it's around for many reasons. Part of it is it can help kids if they wake up from nightmares. And what it will do then is the Snorble will start talking to your child if it senses that they sit up in bed or they wake up. And it is supposed to give them a soothing story to coax them back to sleep.
I heard this and thought this was horrifying.
Mm-hmm. So,
I don't like it.
What do you think, Virginia, as a mom? Is that cool or creepy AF?
That's creepy AF.
I mean,
okay.
Why do they think these talking dolls are soothing children? That is, you wake up as a kid and that thing, hey, Kevin, hey, why can't you sleep? I'm watching you.
I think every generation has to have their terror toy for children. When I was a kid, it was called Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah, horrifying. The talking bear.
Yeah. And so I just think it's what we do to our children. Every generation, there's always something around. If you even look at photos from the early 1900s, going back into the 1800s, some of the dolls they had, how are kids not terrified of those things?
I'm reading all these doctors supporting this. What is it, Snorble?
Snorble, yeah.
Oh, it's going to soothe your children. No, it's not. That is, you don't want some talking man waking your child up after they had a night terror.
They always give it a slight British accent. Apparently that's more soothing. I know there's a meditation app and it's got, hello, I'm Andy. And he talks to you. It's apparently supposed to be really soothing if you've got a slight British accent.
Maybe if it was a British woman, I'd be more into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a dude talking to a little girl.
Well, you wake up from a
was
night
creepy,
terror and the
yeah.
first thing you hear is some adult man in your kid's room.
Yeah.
Addressing them by name.
Hello, Emily.
Yeah.
I think the doctors might like it because it is multi-purpose. Only one of them is to try to coax your child back to sleep. It also serves as an alarm clock that will talk to your child and terrify them first thing in the morning. It also will engage with your kids, like doing educational games. It can suggest exercise activities and just introduce something fun or goofy.
I don't trust this thing.
Well, I don't trust it because it's $200.
Whoa.
I ain't doing a Snorble for that reason.
$200 for a stuffed animal?
$100. Well, it's kind of a weird looking thing. It looks almost like it's in a unicorn space helmet. So I don't even know what this thing is supposed to be.
It's a little trippy.
This guy, no. Get out of here, you British weirdo.
I should like it until the guy starts talking. I don't know. Something about him waking me up in the middle of the night.
Well, can they put more horrifying music with it? I mean, come on, that right there alone is like,
it's tough.
We don't have better music. I mean, that's actually they think it's Sweet Kid, and there's a fine line between Sweet Kid and horror. They pulled that music bed out of the horror category.
And the other thing I don't like about that guy talking, he's got an odd calmness about an eerie calmness about his voice, like he's almost on the verge of snapping. You know when someone's too calm?
Yeah, he's talking like this.
Yes, they're being calm because they're afraid they're not gonna be calm.
Go back to sleep, Emily, so I can skin you alive.
I'm sharpening my axe.
Somebody texted in arguing, the snorble is only terrifying to the kids if the parents allow it to be. If the parents paint a positive picture of the bedtime companion, then it will work. A negative view to the kid, and it will be terrifying.
Screw that. That thing's scary.
Snorbles are murderers.
And like I said, I think Snorble is this generation's terrifying toy. There's one every generation. I had Teddy Ruxpin. People were saying it was Furbies for me.
Furbies.
They're terrifying. So that's what it is. Every generation has their terrifying toy. There are some celebrities having a birthday today. Got to give a little bit of love and a quick shout out here. Your first birthday is Ewan McGregor. Talked about him yesterday because he's got that Obi-Wan Kenobi show that is going to be coming up for Disney Plus. Highly anticipated, probably going to be really big. Maybe if it's well done, could be better than The Mandalorian.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think the initial concept could have more potential. But, you know, they've got Jon Favreau doing The Mandalorian. He's excellent. Maybe nobody's better than Jon Favreau right now.
The one I want to see is Boba Fett.
Yeah,
that's the one where, I mean, Virginia knows. I think you're excited about it too, Virginia.
Well, I'm not, but I know that you have a Boba Fett boner. So
I do.
You've been talking about Boba Fett since I met you.
Hopefully boner.
Hopefully they bring back Bosk. I don't know. We'll see.
Al Gore could have been president, wasn't though, thanks to Palm Beach County. He is 73 today. Also, happy 18th birthday to future FIU Panther, Jaina, from Mom, Vanessa, and fur babies Mary and Bella. And you can just tell there they are massive Florida Panther fans.
Aww.
Who, by the way, got their third straight win last night, having a pretty solid season so far. Also, happy birthday, Evan. Love Mom, Dad, and Mabel. Got a birthday shout out to daughter Karina. Happy 12th from Mom, Dad. Cappuccino and Bella from James. Happy birthday to Teresa from your husband David, Molly, and Meatball. Happy birthday to the best of the best, BC, Con, Liz, and Ross. And we've got a shout out to Tyler for my 31st birthday. So there you go. And he's a huge Buckeye fan, OH. All right. There you go. I obnoxiously brought in my Michigan mug today to drink and celebrate.
Weren't they eliminated?
Oh, darn it. Were they?
Oh, wow. Someone's very smug this morning.
When I heard that Michigan got knocked out, I was like, man, Kevin's probably so happy.
I got to watch how much I celebrate those things. I make my entire family very upset when I do.
Well, your son started it. He went to Michigan.
You're right.
And
It's kinda
kicked
his
up
fault.
the feud. He knew you loved Ohio.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You liked Ohio before he went to Michigan.
Good point, Virginia. You're right. It's the rest of my family's problem, not mine. All right, it's time for World Record Wednesday. Bird trying to see how close he can come to breaking various world records. Today, the world record he's going after is the most balloons popped by sitting on them. 77 in 1 minute. That is more than one per second.
Gonna need a wingman for this one.
What does the job entail? I'll let you know if my skill set matches up.
You putting a balloon underneath my butt.
So he could sit on your hands and probably will.
I'm going to break a wrist.
You could wind up, yeah.
I don't want to sit
There
on,
will be blood.
I don't want to sit on a ring. See how big that thing is?
Yeah.
I'll take my rings off.
Wow.
I don't want to cut your cheek.
This could get exciting. We can not only have a world record, but a rectal exam.
You're right. Well, I'm taking off my jeans. I'm going to go in straight up underwear.
Oh, wow.
That's the way to
Even
do it. I
better.
think you want some flesh.
Well, that's how you make it sexier.
A little flesh on these balloon parts, right?
I don't know.
I think
It does give you better
yeah,
flexibility.
I feel like I can pop harder if I take off my jeans.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna make a pop.
I mean, take off your underwear. Let's really go for
I
it.
thought about that. If we didn't have KVJ TV, I think naked is the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, because the fabric of your underwear is going to slip where your moist butt cheek, when you get a little sweaty, might actually stick to the balloon better.
My butt cheeks ain't moist. Not yet, anyway.
Oh,
They're
really?
gonna be.
Here's what I should do. I should make my underwear into a thong, to expose the cheeks.
Yes, girl.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Work it. Work it. Yeah, nice and tight.
Okay.
Pull it up there.
And this is your job. Just think about that.
Yeah. You're getting paid good money for this.
I get paid for this.
I wouldn't say good.
Well, I want to feel better about what he's about to
come on,
attempt, Virginia.
pump me up before this thing.
You're getting paid okay money for this.
Why don't you focus?
I can't. Your ass cheeks are out, and it's all I can think about.
So it really is going to depend on how quick you get these balloons underneath my butt.
Stop yelling at me.
Well, it's intensity.
77 1 minute. Most balloons pop by sitting on them. Okay, we ready to give this a shot here?
Any technique advice?
Sit hard.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. The thing that I think is going to be tricky about this is you're going to save a lot of time not standing all the way up. So you want to just raise enough so the balloon can be put under your butt. So it's going to be really the biggest thing about this. This is going to be a great leg quad workout.
Okay.
Because you're, in a sense, doing a lot of...
And you're known for your workout skills.
That's my partner right there. There's my
You're doing-
team. That's my teammate.
You're doing air squats, basically, is what you're doing here.
All
So
right,
that's kind of a workout thing.
So after he fails, will you do it, Kevin, and actually succeed?
She's such a villain.
I know, jeez.
You belong as a bad guy wrestler.
Gosh.
You really should be.
He laughed.
You're all evil.
Virginia's evil comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, 77 1 minute. You can have multiple people help, or does that
Yes.
affect the world record? Okay.
No, he had multiple.
Okay, Denny's and V, we got all the balloons here set. Usually we have it to say what is KBJ respectable. I will say 35 in 1 minute. That is almost one balloon every 2 seconds.
Okay, these are pumped up pretty good too, so they should break a little.
That's good.
Yeah.
That'll definitely help. So 35, I'll set at the over-under. That is KVJ respectable. Suits, you going over or under that mark? What do you think Bird's going to do? Suits says you're going to go over.
Over.
It's talking to me about my spotters over here.
Yeah. Virginia, what do you think?
Oh, I mean, definitely. With these hands, over.
Okay, you're giving credit to your hands.
Yes,
That's
it's-
why it'll succeed.
It's really on me.
Okay.
And you'll be over, and then when Kevin does it in 20 minutes, he'll be double over.
Kevin, there's no way Kevin does this horrible stuff again. You think he would repeat this crap?
Nah, you're right.
I respect how tough it is to do that many air squats in that amount of time. I am going to say it's probably an under. I think it's right about at 35. I think that's a good number, but I'm going to go just a smidge under. Denny's, what do you think Jaber's going to do over under on this?
Oh, he's going way over.
Yeah, sweet Denny's. I love it.
Okay, way over.
Most
Okay.
peaceful hype man in the game.
I'm the only negative Nelly here today, so let's see. Prove me
no,
wrong.
I'm with you. It's gonna be.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be.
Prove me wrong, Bird. Come on, man. Do this, baby.
Oh, come on, teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's prove Ralston wrong.
Yeah.
Kevin Wrongston.
Yeah. Prove me wrong. Come on.
Teamwork.
All right. The world record 77 1 minute, 35 in 1 minute. We're calling KVJ respectable. If you don't do that, the kids will mock you and shame you. All right, here we go. We got 1 minute on the clock. On your mark, get set.
Hold on. Wait,
Wait,
we got
hold on.
Denny's.
Denny's is doing something, knocking stuff over.
I knocked over barbecue sauce.
I mean, what kind of production is this? Why do we have so much barbecue sauce?
Okay. All right, take two.
Here we go. Here we go.
On your mark, get set, and go. Okay. Oh, that's loud. Okay, 1, 2.
God!
Okay. He's trying hard. Oh, he just fell off his chair.
My gosh.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, we've got 3. Okay, there's 4. I don't have to tell you guys when they're popping. Oh, that's 5. These are loud. Good heavens. Okay, 6 is what he's got there. Probably scaring the heck out of people driving. Okay, 8.
Oh my gosh, my crotch is out.
Okay. All right, you got 30 seconds left. 9. Okay. 10, right? Okay. Okay. He is at... Okay. Trying hard here. Oh, he's stuck at 10. Okay, there goes 11. Okay. Going hard on that. He's got 12. You have about 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Suits, what did we get? We got 16. Okay, 16 was the total.
What was our KVJ number?
35.
Ooh.
That was way under.
All right.
Yeah.
It was a good team building exercise, though.
Yeah. How about that workout, though, huh? You got a good workout out of it, right?
Everybody who works here thinks it's an active shooter.
Oh, no doubt. We definitely freaked out the whole building. Yeah. Those things were super loud.
Gosh, did you get the loudest balloons ever?
I couldn't believe how loud they were.
They hurt my ears.
It was unbelievable.
I went to gunshotballoons.net.
Yeah.
Gunshot balloon.
Wow.
Oh my God, I can't believe how tired I am.
Yeah, I had respect for that. That's why I was going with the under on that, because I knew that is a workout in just 60 seconds.
Well,
That's going to be tough.
It's great fun anyway. I had fun.
We tried. We
good
did
times.
We did our best.
Good times.
This is, designed to make people feel good about themselves.
Yeah, that is a really tough world record. Who would have known? 77 that they did in 1 minute for the record? That's impressive.
If we had one more set of people here, like 2 or 3, I think he had a bunch of people going in and out. Virginia was busting her boobs, trying to get under my butt.
It's a good workout, isn't it? That's a good workout.
Yeah, if there would have been another balloon placer,
it would have been better.
We probably could have got a higher number, but I don't know if we would have got 35.
Also, some people thought that maybe a rolling chair wasn't the right move.
Yeah, what douchebag?
That's it. Up the level.
Yeah, that might not have been the right call. Looking
You're
back
on,
on it.
You're on team self-sabotage.
Yeah.
I really hit the ground hard.
Yeah.
You might have broke a butt bone or an ankle.
No, man, I'm in my prime. I'm doing great.
Yesterday on the show, we got an email of somebody not happy with their girlfriend because she had invited her ex-boyfriend from 6 years ago to come and stay with her for a week in her guest bedroom. And he was like, I'm not a big fan of that.
We all were not a big fan of that.
Yeah, so we had some suggestions yesterday, and we got an update on what happened with that. Do we have a resolution, or do we actually have a breakup? We'll find out on the way.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Yesterday, we'd had an email from a guy who wasn't real happy with his girlfriend because she had told her ex from 6 years ago, yeah, it's cool if you come into town and stay in my guest room. No problem with that. He's like, I do have a problem with that. And she's like, well, it's not your place to say anything. He's like, okay, well, I don't know how I feel about that either.
Right.
Yeah, so we gave out a little bit of advice saying, no, that ain't cool. I mean, come on, man. The email that he said, thanks for the advice on the issue. The conversation that we wound up having last night actually wound up to be pretty tense. But in the end, my girlfriend and I did come to an agreement and a compromise where her ex will still be staying at her place for the week, but she will come and stay with me. And her ex will have full run of her apartment.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good compromise.
Now, she did say that she is still going to go over there and check up on him, which I don't necessarily love. But I feel like
go with her.
Yeah, and maybe it's timing and when she can go and he can go. He said, and I don't know. I just kind of alluded a little bit more in the email that he put that I edited out. But he said, I think this is a pretty fair compromise, wouldn't you say?
No, I hate it.
No, you hate it? Okay, no.
Absolutely. The ex can find somewhere else to stay. Why is the ex involved?
Because it's cheaper to stay with the friend for free. And
friend, yes. Ex-girlfriend, no.
Yeah, well, I think, the timing that he's coming down, too, from just what I've heard. I haven't tried to book a room here in South Florida right now, but I hear it's not cheap?
I have booked a room here
Oh,
in
you
South
have?
Florida recently, and it was ridiculous.
Okay, so that's probably why we're even having this discussion in the first place.
He's her ex-boyfriend. Be gone. Go deal with somebody else. He's got other friends, I'm sure.
Well, that was the compromise because she was like, I'm going to have him come stay with me.
Because I still have feelings for my ex.
Oh. But she's not going to be there.
She's going there to check up
But
on
when
him.
she goes, she's just getting clothes.
I don't know why you're defending this.
I think it's a good compromise.
Virginia didn't finish her sentence. She's getting clothes taken off her body.
The girlfriend clearly does not care about her current boyfriend's feelings about this situation, about her ex.
Well, she does, but to an extent.
Yeah, so it's almost even more insulting.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we know Walls Pennington's out on that.
Oh, so out.
So angry.
Yeah. He's
Passionate.
just-
That's what people say when someone's passionate. They try to throw anger at you. I'm not angry at all. I'm very passionate.
You're just passionate about breaking relationships.
Yes.
So this is definitely for you. I think we know that he's going to go break up on all these. There is the option of make up, meaning you're going to stay in the relationship. Got many emails. Thank you for the people that sent them. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. If you have a question whether or not you should stay in your relationship, we'll give you our thoughts on it. This email said, I've been dating this guy for just over 3 months. I'm not going to lie. He is the best looking guy I've ever dated, and all my girlfriends are jealous.
Whoa.
He's funny. He's cool. He has great style. He knows all of this too, and is always posting photos on Instagram. However, he has never once posted a photo of us together. Well, last night he had a friend take our photo at the clock tower on Palm Beach and then asked if I would step out so he could take a picture for the gram. Well, when I asked him about it, he said that he's working on building followers so that he can start getting some deals as an influencer. He said his numbers would suffer if it looked like he had a girlfriend. He laughed it off saying, look, social media is not real life. You know that, and I know in real life that I love you. So why does this even matter? Don't I show you in other ways that I love you? Do I really need to post a photo of you with me on Instagram to show that? He's really sweet, and after his explanation, I felt like the petty and nagging girlfriend. How would you see this? So she feels like he will not take their relationship public on social media, which no relationship now is official unless it's on the gram. But he has this explanation of, he's trying to get followers, wants to be an influencer, and that would negatively affect his following. So he's a good-looking dude with style, and apparently he's probably got a lot of chicks who find him attractive. So would you take this, Virginia? Or are you like, no, girl, you need to stand up for yourself?
I would be very suspicious, thoroughly hurt, and I would, if I was myself, older, wiser, crustier, I can look at this and say, this is a huge red flag, girl. You're young. You don't understand what he's doing. He's trying to make it look like he's single on social media. Mm-hmm. That's insulting to you as a girlfriend, as a woman, as a partner. And you don't put up with that. Okay. You don't let a guy insult you like that. But, young girls don't think the way old girls do.
I would just say you guys are different. He wants to be all, social media influencer and, hey, everyone look at me. You want to be couple and you're going to get your feelings hurt. I don't think this is going to last because you guys are kind of set differently.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm just kind of curious. How do people see that? Considering the situation, would you be upset if your boyfriend would not post a photo with you on his Instagram? Yes or no? Is that really a big deal or is it not?
If you guys first start dating and that's what you tell the person going into it, and you let them know, hey, I'm trying to do this. This is what's going on. You let them know. It seems shady if you're like 3
already
months
together
and you're not doing it. I don't know. Okay. Everyone in these scenarios are all annoying.
And I hope he never makes any money as an influencer.
I'm an influencer, bro.
Influence this.
Influence this.
This makeup or breakup here. My girlfriend tells me she has chlamydia. The email says, and I'll leave the name out of it. You didn't say whether you want it or not, but I'll do you the favor.
Yeah, just go ahead and leave that one out,
do the favor
Kev.
and leave this one out. Yeah.
Good call.
My girlfriend just told me she has chlamydia. She promises that she's been faithful. She thinks she got it from somebody in her past. Now, I've been with her for 6 months, and she has not done anything to me to make me think that she is unfaithful or lying. I think I believe her, but I've been lied to and cheated on my entire life, so I'm a bit scarred. Well, I told her that I just need some time to think right now, and I haven't talked to her in a day. Do I believe her? Am I overreacting? Even if I talk to her again, do I then have to get tested? I've never been in a situation with an STD, and I don't know what to do if I don't have any symptoms. How hard is it to stay in a relationship, too, with somebody who does have chlamydia?
All right, we're on the chlamydia website, and we're going to see how long it takes for usually you get symptoms, because you said 6 months.
6 months they have been together. I don't know what is going on in their intimate details of the relationship.
Can you just take medicine and then chlamydia goes away?
Chlamydia is one of the ones that can go away.
That's good.
Yes, it is. But I think chlamydia, you know it pretty quickly. 6 months seems suspicious.
Okay.
Chlamydia doesn't lie dormant.
I mean, I think it could. I think all of those STDs can lie dormant. They can show up. But I think that's one that shows. Hold on. I'm trying to go through the...
You probably should consult with your doctor.
Yeah, go to your doctor.
I mean, the KVJ show appreciates this, but I would go to your doctor and ask them because they'll be able to tell you if the chlamyds lies dormant.
You don't trust Dr. Bird over here on a website? Yeah, just go to your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Chlamyd.com isn't doing it for you.
Everybody's encouraging. The definite thing here is get tested. That's
Yes.
the definite thing. Now, how you treat this as a relationship, I don't know. And I think maybe you're trying to figure out the window here. If you've been together for 6 months, the fact that she has it right now and it's an active case, does that mean she contracted it in the last 6 months? Or is it something she could have had before your relationship?
Great question. I don't think anybody here knows.
No, we don't. So we'll need a little bit of help on that if somebody knows the details. Thankfully, I've never dealt with it. This makeup or breakup says, my husband is charting our sex life. It says, my husband says that he's not getting enough sex and is documenting every time we do it. He's also writing down every time I turn him down and the excuse I give. Well, this revelation now has made sex a chore to me, but he says that if I didn't have this stat, that I would never even consider giving him any nookie. I'd say we have sex once or twice a week, which I feel is normal. I'm not really interested in doing it all day, every day. So how can something like this be resolved? She doesn't like him charting it, and he doesn't like the fact that she is not more active. I think that a lot of couples do have disagreements in what is the right number, the sweet spot for that in a relationship.
I think you guys need to plan your date nights to have some fun so everybody sees that, okay, Saturday night, we're getting a babysitter. There's going to be date night. There's going to be cocktails and there's going to be nookie. And so everybody gets what they want, but keeping track of it like a scorecard, that's stressing her out. Don't do that. Instead, schedule and plan your fun, romantic date night.
Yes. I would maybe try to encourage him, say, hey, look, I will up the frequency by 1 a week if you stop keeping records of what we're doing.
Yes.
Let me worry about that, not you.
I have a chlamydia update if you want it.
Oh,
Yes.
we do.
If you do get symptoms, these usually appear between 1 and 3 weeks after having unprotected sex with an infected person. Some people, they don't develop until many months later. Sometimes the symptoms can disappear after 5 days. And everyone in the chat room thinks she cheated.
Oh,
But
really?
wait, if they can show up months later, she might not have.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying symptoms usually show up quick. But you're right. I think all of these, some can lie dormant, some can go...
If there's any chance that it lies dormant for a few months, then she's giving you no other reason to think she's a liar.
But they say the symptoms usually do appear 1 and 3 weeks after having sexual intercourse.
Thank you, Dr. Bird.
That was my doctor voice.
You only tripped over 3 words.
Well, why you gotta make fun of my public reading? So I struggle.
I'm sorry.
And people can be asymptomatic and not know they have it. So
Really?
apparently so.
I think all of those diseases you may not know.
It's not really fair.
It's not fair. Yeah.
I mean, it's a secret. Like, it's a trick.
Well, I think you can go get tested and like, hey, you're cool, and then you go get tested 3 months later. Like, you're not cool. Like, what?
What?
Yeah.
April
Tricky.
Fools.
Tricky. And one more quick email here, make up or break up. He refuses to be financially responsible. I've been dating this guy for almost 6 years. When we first started dating, we were both in a financial rut. I was a single mom of a 6-year-old, had bad debt. He still owed money for child support. Moving in together just made sense. Well, over the years, I really put effort into getting out of debt and saving money and investing, and I'm now in a position to buy a house. I got no debt. I've also been going back to school to get a BA in business, and most importantly, I have money in the bank. My boyfriend has no desire to save money or be financially responsible. He pays his half of the bills and blows the rest of the money he makes. He doesn't want to buy a house, but he said he would still pay his fair share of the bills if I were to get one. We've been staying in the same apartment forever, and I'm over it. He does have good qualities, but being financially responsible is not one of them. He does support me, and we do have fun together. Anytime I bring up that he needs to fix some of his financial issues, he gets angry at me, and it turns into a big fight. He wants to marry me, but I won't get married to anybody who's not financially responsible. I tell him that, and he still has no desire to change. Is this a make-up or breakup? I think it's a matter of still protecting yourself, maintaining distance. You get a house, you choose whether or not he comes to live with you and pay, use some rent. But I think you keep separate finances, and I think you keep that all separate. And finances is the number one reason why couples get divorced. And if you're already here and you're not married yet, I would pump the brakes on that and live my life accordingly. So it sounds like you like him. You like being in a relationship with him, but I'd hold off on the other.
At least you're not dealing with chlamydia.
Exactly. That's the positive, right?
Surprise chlamydia.
Yeah. There you go. One other comment that we'd had on the first email about he will not include a photo of me on his social media because he wants to be an influencer. Somebody did point out that it is documented now that couples, cute couples, perform better on social media as influencers. And that's an interesting statement. Either this guy's not aware of that or he doesn't deem her to be cute. Or option 3, he wants to still make it look an illusion like he's single.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's definitely what he's doing. If he's an influencer doing that, he's totally trying to look like that.
So there you go. Just something to chew on. Got a fun game that we're going to challenge Bird on. Yesterday he had an interesting day that people had pointed out. It started out with the conversation he had about Pierce Bronson. He was talking about Pierce and
Pierce Morgan.
Do not go after Mrs. Doubtfire with this crew. Ruffled a lot of. I love that movie. I think some people got it twisted. I think they thought I hated Mrs. Doubtfire. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love Mrs. Doubtfire's character. I'm just saying, Mrs. Doubtfire, the guy that played the guy, his character was a little unhinged. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. Yeah.
I love Doubtfire.
Yeah, but people were making a note about your comments about Pierce yesterday in that conversation. And there was also another celebrity that Jaber was talking about yesterday that I think he incorrectly identified their name.
There's a bunch. It's not my strong suit.
Okay. So here's a challenge for Jaber today. We are going to have him pull a celebrity name out of a cup, and he has to pronounce correctly the celebrity name, or else he's going to get shocked. So Denny's will get the shot collar. We got the names all ready to go. It is a challenge of 5. Okay, Jaybird and, actually probably all of KVJ at some point struggles with different names. Like Luke Bryant or Pierce Brosnan.
Did I struggle with Luke Bryant?
Or who's the ginger singer we love from the UK?
Ed Sheehan.
No,
I know that one. That was Ed Sheeran. Sheehan.
No,
Damn
it's
it.
not.
I know that one. It's Ed Sheeran.
I know that. Just Kevin, step
Denny's,
off.
don't leave me. I need support for this one.
Didn't he shoot a Kennedy? Sheerhan?
I don't know. Now I'm feeling real dumb, Kevin.
Okay. All right. So what we've got here is a challenge to see if Jaybird can pronounce some of the recognized toughest celebrity names to pronounce, at least according to Ranker. They had their list of the toughest celebrity names to read and pronounce. We'll see if Jaybird can ace this. If he misses one, Denny's is working the shot caller over there, and he's going to get some slight encouragement to help him do better.
We've got a new shock collar, and this thing is high tech.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah, we have a new shock collar, as Virginia says, and she's actually the one shocking me.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
We passed it over.
Well, she's the dirt of the day.
Wow.
She's the dirt of the day queen. She should know all these names.
You want to see if it's on right?
It actually looks like a rectal thermometer.
It does two functions.
April Fools!
So if you miss them all, you know where that thing's going. That's the grand finale.
Ralston, I love the way you think.
This is the first time we've used this one, so.
Wow. Okay. All right. So what we've done is we've taken these names, written them on a piece of paper, put them in a cup. Jaybird, you're going to pull them out one by one, and let's see how you do. Virginia, I guess, is the judge, and she does the dirt. If you pronounce it incorrectly, she will swiftly shock you with the shot collar.
Yes, no mercy, just instant shockness.
Okay. All right. First name, what did you pull out?
I pulled out Lupita.
No warning on that.
I told you.
That blew him right out of his chair.
Just gonna go for it.
Oh, that was something. I think he took the table with him. Wow. Good little kick, huh?
I told you.
The new one's good.
Good.
The new shock collar works.
Wow.
It's coming in hot, Kev.
Okay, I think we were going, was that Lupita Nyong'o? Is that the one?
That was the one.
Okay.
Yes.
Her friends call her Lupita.
Wait, how do you say the first name?
Lupita?
What did I say?
You said Lupita.
You said Lupita.
I
Like
didn't even get
Jupiter.
this. She didn't let me say the last
No,
name.
she went right after it. She went right after it.
I got an itchy finger.
Okay, 0 for 1. Let's pull another fun name out of the cup. See how you do on this one.
Take your time.
Jaybird pronouncing tough celebrity names here.
Joe Manganonlo. Hold on, please. Hold on. Give me one more shot. Give me one more shot.
This is Sofia Vergara's
I
husband.
can't say her name either.
Oh, he is hot. Do not insult him. Don't butcher this.
Joe Manganello. Manganolio. Joe Mangilio.
Oh, the mic almost hit Virginia.
Oof. That was a tough one.
What level is that on?
I don't know. Denny's put it at 10.
Yeah, I think it's at the top. I didn't even.
Oh, you didn't set it back?
Well, we just got it, so I
Oh
haven't
my
really
gosh.
messed with it too much.
Oh, leave it now. You gotta leave it now.
Oh, I don't know.
You can't go now because then you'll ruin the bit now.
Then he just takes it right out of the box and throws
Just
it
left
on
it on
you.
what default
Just
was.
leave it. I
He
gotta.
cranked it.
Whew. It'll make me perform better if it's at a higher voltage.
Okay.
I know it's at stake now.
Okay.
What?
I know it's at odds. I know it's at grips.
I think that was Joe Manganiello.
Manganello.
Manganiello. Okay. Manganello.
I got nothing.
I've always heard Manganello.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I got excited when I saw Joe, and then got really
Joe.
But
he
you
was
nailed
like,
that.
Got this.
got real down after.
Okay. Here's how they say it.
Joe Manganiello.
I was close.
No, we all should be shocked.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. What is that?
Joe Manganiello.
I mean, come on.
Wow, that's a tough one.
That's crazy.
Manganiello.
No wonder it's on the list.
I think that is like with the accent. Manganiello. But
Joe Manganiello.
Wow, that's tough.
Jeez.
He needs to go with the stage name. Okay. All right. Let's see. Pull another one out of the cup here. We'll give you another shot here, Jaybird, to see if you can do this
What are you
right.
doing over there? You pulling them out, reading them, and putting them back in the cup?
What?
I see
Yeah,
what you're doing over there.
Well, it doesn't matter because I can't name any of them.
Damn.
All right, let's see here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gaboret.
Okay.
Gaboret. Sidibabe. No, hold on.
It's got a stutter in it. It's only pronounced with a stutter.
These are hard names, y'all. I don't do the dirt.
Are you ready?
No.
In 3,
Oh, gosh.
2, 1, bring in the pain.
Wow. That was tough.
She's an active one.
Yeah. Is that Gabori Sidibe?
Gabourey Sidibe.
So I got the first part right.
You did. I think you got
Gabourey is how you say it?
I thought so.
Gabourey.
Okay.
Life is a cabaret.
Come to the Gabourey, old chum.
I love that.
Come to
Life
the...
is a Gabourey.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get now?
Oh, I think I can get this actually. Indina Menzel.
What did you say?
Indina. Idina Menzel.
You're so close.
Idina Menzel. All right. Idina Menzel.
I'm sorry to do this.
Hold on, wait a minute.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Idina Menzel.
There's no N between the I and D.
Am I saying Indina? Idina. Idina. Oh my God. Just do it.
Just do it.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he just pimp slapped his
The
microphone.
boom pole.
Wow. That poor microphone's taking it too. That thing struggled. Okay, all right. The boy's had enough.
He had enough.
Yeah, you've had enough. You actually grabbed one more. I want to have you even do another one. I'm like, he's going for it. So the whole thing was over, actually.
Shock to the brain. Or
What?
shock to the brain.
What? That was a tough round, wasn't it?
Oh, you guys got to ride the new dog collar electrifier.
What?
You might want to send me home.
Oh, he missed them all. Remember what's supposed to happen?
What?
Oh, rectal thermometer. All right, bend over.
Touch your toes, pumpkin.
All right, coming up here in a couple of minutes, we're going to be doing another round of the Battle of the Generations. I believe in the rotation, we're going to be pitting our Gen Z up against our millennials today. So I think that's what we've got going on here. So we are looking for a Gen Z, somebody age 18 to 25, to call in if you know your pop culture. That doesn't necessarily deal just with your generation. We're going to ask you questions from outside of your generation. Be your rep today. You're going to be partnered up with our own Gen Z Suits, 877-979-WRMF. And we need a millennial, somebody age 26 to 39. You'll be paired up with Denny's in the Battle of the Generations, 877-979-9763. We'll play next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Got a big old Battle of the Generations today with Gen Z going up against the millennials today. So what we have got is representing Team Gen Z for KVJ is going to be Suits. You're going to be partnered up with him, and that is Patrick here from West Palm Beach, who is our Gen Z partner. Hello, Patrick.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How you doing, my friend?
Good.
Okay.
A lot of tension behind the scenes right now between Suits and Denny's. They both are kind of bad blood because of this game.
Yeah, they look like they're big leaguing each other.
Oh, I gotta take this beat down right here.
Kind of intimidating. Kind of intimidating. And then for our millennials, which is Denny's team, your partner is going to be Heather from Stewart. Hello, Heather.
Hello, let's take these kiddos down.
Oh, let's do it, Stuart.
In your face, infant.
Take the kiddos down. That's what they're saying here. Okay, so how this works is the question goes to the person on the phone first. If they can answer correctly, that team gets 2 points. If they have to go to their partner here in studio on the KVJ show, they get 1 point. And these trivia questions are ones that should be outside of your immediate pop culture knowledge. Could be older, could be younger. We're going to start with Gen Z, and it's hard to go much younger for them, so we'll do older ones. Starting off with this. This question is going to Patrick. What artist famously brought a snake to the MTV VMAs in 2001?
Britney Spears.
His answer, Britney Spears. That's a quick 2 points.
Nice job, man. Nice job.
Young people.
Okay. Quick 2 points there for Gen Z.
Damn, he was quick with that
Got
one.
youth coming for you, Denny's.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if the millennials can keep up today. Heather, this is your first question for 2 points. What band became the first to have a K-pop album enter the top 10 of the Billboard 200 chart?
Is it One Direction?
Okay. All right. Denny's, you got a chance to save a point because that is not right.
K-pop band, you say? Is it BTS?
Is it BTS? You saved a point.
Oh, sweet Denny's.
Oh, thank God.
Keep it interesting.
Okay, he knows his stuff up in here.
All right.
Ooh, I got to tell you, not many teams come back when they go down 2-0. So, Denny's, that's a big point there.
Home run
So
job.
close.
Well done.
Okay, Gen Z in the lead 2-1. Next question, this for Patrick. What primetime TV cartoon character used the phrase, ay caramba? Was and still is on TV. Ay caramba.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez. Nope, Suits. Do you happen to know that?
I remember that from The Simpsons, but I don't know if somebody said that before. I'm going to go with, Bart Simpson.
Yes!
Oh, the kid!
Damn, I can't believe he got that.
Suits with a big save.
Wow.
Dang.
And he does traffic.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right? Okay. That was a big point there. So we've got Gen Z up 3-1 now. So it's important that the millennials stay in it.
Denny's, come on.
Okay. Your question, Heather. We want to know, Tom Hanks made the piano dance mat popular from this movie. What do you got here for us, Heather?
The Polar Express?
No! Yes!
I think it's Big.
That is correct. Denny saves a point.
Dang it.
Okay. All right.
That was big. That was big.
That was
There's
big.
so much tension in the room.
A lot of tension. A lot of bad blood between these two guys.
Okay. Gen Z up 3-2 as we go back to Patrick here, see if they can start to separate and put it away. Ooh, okay, Patrick, your question here. In Battle of the Generations, what body part was in the box, sorry, spoiler, at the end of the movie 7?
What's in the box?
Oh, it's great.
What body part was in the box? What did you say?
A hand?
Hand. No. Suits. Can you say?
So I do not know this movie. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to say it was a head.
That is correct.
You were so lucky today.
The kid, the prodigy, came to play.
I knew the Simpsons one. That was a total guess, though.
Clearly, this grudge match is becoming very personal.
Wow. Okay.
Hopefully it turns violent.
Well, with that, Suits has really put all of the pressure on Heather here. She is going to have to get this one correct to stay in the game. Even a point from Denny's is not going to save it. They're down 4-2.
Dang.
Wow. Look how smug. Look at Suits. He looks like Smugs Jr. right now.
He does.
I am Smokes Jr., that's why.
Look at him.
He's just a younger Kevin
I learned
with
from
more
the best.
hair.
Okay, Heather, sorry. All the pressure's on you to keep the millennials alive here. You must get this all on your own to force another round. Fill in the blank on the name of this educational toy from Texas Instruments. The blank and spell.
Oh my God.
The blank and spell.
I don't know.
Oh, God. You got this. I've got this.
Denny's, can you help?
I think it's the
I don't
speak
know.
and spell.
It was the speak and spell, but not going to be enough. Hold off and 4-3 win. We're going to give it up to Gen Z, Suits,
Wow.
and Patrick. The youngsters
job,
get the win
Patrick.
today.
It was an
Making
awesome
it
job.
happen.
It's what's gonna suck is the behind the scenes aftermath.
I mean, Denny's, you should be embarrassed.
I'm going to take it hard. I seen Suits already working on prep, just like Kevin back there. So I think he's morphing into it.
I got to prep my NASCAR show. I'm copying everything Kevin does.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations there in the Battle of the Generations. The bragging rights go to Gen Z today.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
There's some interesting / horrifying things going on with humans here you might want to pay attention to today in your whacked out news. They say that humans are losing their ability to procreate. Ruh-roh.
Huh?
Yes.
That's not good.
They say on the trend that we are, one day humans will find that we can no longer have offspring. That's kind of bad for the race, isn't it? Yeah.
It's real bad, Kev.
They are blaming it on the chemicals in plastics. They say they interfere with or mimic the body's sex hormones, and they are noticing that our hormones are declining at a rate that at one point we will no longer be able to have offspring because of it.
Wow.
Dang, huh?
That is it for us. Plastics make you not have babies. Dang.
All right, whoa. Another interesting thing that could be horrifying or extremely cool, depending upon how you look at it. They say that it's possible that humans could evolve to be venomous one day. Just need some of the right conditions to pan out, but apparently our salivary glands do have the potential to turn toxic.
I mean, dog, I kind of already knew that. I work with a witch. I kind of get that.
And a snake?
Humans are, they're evolving to something.
She's a spitting cobra. Boy, if her salivary glands turn toxic, and my goodness, she's going to kill everybody around her.
You do lead the league in spittle.
I do.
Wow.
You're no dry bird yourself over there.
I never said I was a dry bird. I'm
spitting bird.
Yeah, I get a weak back.
I spit the most, but you are second place.
I have a wet beak. I get it.
This is kind of horrifying, too. You probably heard the stories about that big old cargo ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal in Egypt. Now, some people believe that it actually was the result of a pharaoh's curse.
What?
Yeah, they say that that's not the only bad thing that's been going on in Egypt. There's just been a whole rash of things. And, you know, that doesn't happen very frequently, by the way, that they have that situation. They said it's just kind of odd that all these things are lining up right after we transfer 22 mummies to a new museum that people said don't touch and disturb the mummies.
Oh, boy.
They are said to have curses attached to them.
Many mummies
People
do.
said, I don't believe in curses. Come on, move them out.
You don't believe in curses until a curse happens to you. Believe me, I've been cursed.
Yes.
Wow, but there was a girl that did put a curse on me growing up, and I saw something happen to me.
Just one thing? 'Cause
No.
I've seen a lot of things happen to you that seem to be at least a little curse stank on them.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Could be something there. There's a guy in Japan that rappelled down the side of a 6-story building with no safety harness last week, all to break into a trading card shop on the top floor and steal some Pokemon cards.
Man, I'm hearing so much about Pokemon cards again. I feel like they're
they back?
They're getting like a resurgence.
I'm not sure they really went anywhere. I think the value's still held on those things. The cops were able to identify him from the security camera footage, and he was arrested for Pokemon theft. And I think they originate in Japan. I wonder if it's even bigger there than it is in America.
I think Sweet Denny's was involved in some Pokemon stuff.
Well, he's Japanese, correct?
He is.
He is part Japanese.
Mm-hmm. There's an elite private school in Australia that has banned the mullet. They say it's not acceptable in their school. So if you got a mullet, you got to fix it. No party in the back for you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Now, I thought in Australia it was no rules, just right, but apparently not when it comes to your hair.
No worries, mate. They're worried about the mullet.
Yeah, they are, and it seems like It seems like there'd be a lot of Australians with mullets.
Disrespectful to the croc hunter, no?
Yeah, I mean he kind of was getting there.
He had a croc mullet. He did,
and it was sweet.
It was sweet. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. There's a woman in Pompano Beach who hit a woman and her 3-year-old with her car last week who said, "Sorry, my bad. I was actually trying to run somebody else over."
Oh, my gosh.
We have the audio of it, of her admitting accidentally to trying to run someone else over.
What a maniac.
Sorry.
I was attempting to run her over, but then I see someone push her out the way. Had I not picked him up, she would have ran completely over him and he would have been under the car. As I'm picking him up, she's just hitting us both. We just went flying over the car. I was trying to find the brakes. I couldn't find the brakes, but I didn't mean to hit them. It was an accident, and I hope they're okay.
I meant to hit somebody else.
Yes, so...
Okay, lock her up. Immediately.
She needs to think about what she's done.
No trial, no nothing. Just lock her.
There's also a 21-year-old Lehigh Acres, Florida man who was allegedly high on drugs when deputies found him hugging and hip-thrusting a tree.
You can't do that?
Well, I guess you can, but then they're just like, "Hey, man, what you doing?"
Sounds like ecstasy.
Then before they arrived on the scene, there was a car that had to swerve to keep from hitting the guy as he ran into the street. And then when deputies tried to apprehend him, he punched one of the cops in the face.
Oh, my.
Previously, he had been wandering naked around the neighborhood, pounding on doors. That's what got the cops there in the first place. So, yeah. Allegedly on drugs. And finally, a woman in Washington lost her 19-pound cat for 28 days. Then somebody found it in a neighbor's chimney.
That's a big-ass cat.
I mean, 19 pounds, that's like a half of a Rocco.
Yeah.
That is a big-ass cat.
That is a big one.
What is that thing? A bobcat? A cougar?
Yeah, check it out.
What cat you got?
I feel like if that thing wanted to jump on you and do some damage, it could.
Totally.
Yeah. Fortunately, the cat is okay. So there you go. I've seen studies showing that the wage gap is real. So how do you know when you're a victim of it? We'd received an email yesterday from one of our KVJ Nationers that had received an email from one of her co-workers. Apparently, they pretty much do the exact same stuff, and they're working on a project together. And this dummy, instead of sending the project document they were working on, sent basically his tax return showing that he makes 21% more than she does, and she's been working at the company 3 months longer than he has. So I think she felt like, we pretty much do the same jobs, have the same kind of credentials, and why is this person making 21% more money than I am? So we talked about how would you handle that if you did find that out, if you became privy that somebody you think has your level of education, experience, and does the same kind of work is getting paid a good 20%. That's a good chunk of money. More than you are. How would you handle it? Would you make it about how they're making more money? Do you go to your boss and ask for a raise? Maybe that's the better thing where it's focused on you. So we had that discussion yesterday on the show, and I got this email back from her, mail@kvjshow.com, that said, I went to my boss and I asked him if I could have a raise yesterday. He told me that a raise wasn't an option at this time. So I asked where my performance was lacking, if raise isn't an option, and what it would take to get a bump in pay. And he said, look, you've been amazing, but there just isn't any more money at the moment. It was here that I told my boss that I had been made aware of what my male counterpart was making, and I asked if his performance was actually 21% better than mine.
Oh, boy.
He said that I was looking at the whole situation wrong and I was taking it personal. He said that I was as good, if not better, than my coworker, but it came down to need. My male coworker is being paid 21% more because he said he has 3 kids and I am still single. My boss said that with money being particularly tight right now, that he has to often decide to pay people based on what their need is. Since my male counterpart has greater need for money than I do, he makes more than I do. So I asked him if I need to start having kids, and he just laughed like it was a joke. But I'm not really joking. I stopped short of quitting, but I am definitely searching for a new job. Does this happen often? Does that seem like a viable way to manage money between employees if you're a boss, Virginia?
I mean, he kind of messed up by telling her that she outperforms her coworker that does the same job. He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, it's a really, maybe he was completely caught off guard and he just is one of those people who has diarrhea of the mouth. And you're
Dude,
like, stop talking.
You said the wrong thing. Because I think like now she may have like a case against you.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I know Florida's
know
always that right to
either.
work and how this whole thing goes and what is your next step.
She can certainly smear you on her way out the door.
She doesn't sound happy. Yeah, I don't know at this point, how you would handle that approach.
I think this is not the place for you. And if your boss has said this to you, you need to start looking for a new job and go someplace where you can be respected.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be paid based on how many dependents you have. If her performance is indeed better than her male counterpart, she should be paid more than her male counterpart.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tiffany did point out, she said, a lot of times when people are employed, they negotiate a salary. And sometimes people negotiate better than others. And maybe that was his part of the negotiation, saying, hey, I need to make this kind of money because I'm not going to take a job that's not going to help me support my family. And so it just maybe he was a harder negotiator. And you may see this, people that have pretty much everything identical and it may not be just a male-female thing. It may just be somebody's better at negotiating than somebody else.
That's possible.
Totally.
That does happen.
It does happen.
We've seen it in radio where someone doesn't negotiate as hard and they don't get as much money.
Absolutely.
Because the boss knows, okay, well, they're not negotiating as hard.
I've personally been screwed from negotiations that I wasn't a part of. But I think what she needs to remember here is now she has this information and she's pissed.
Yeah.
And now this work environment is not going to be a happy, productive place for you. This is no longer about your boss or your coworker. This is about you being able to feel like you're in a good place mentally and you're happy to do your job. And you're not going to be able to have that.
Yeah, I think that the explanation she got, that lowers the boom on this job. I think that you're on your way out. The big question, because some people are texting in saying that she needs to get a lawyer. This is an EEOC lawsuit.
Oh, boy.
That he basically just dropped on himself. So.
Well, yeah, he said the wrong thing.
Yeah,
he totally didn't say what he should have said.
He probably thought it was a good explanation. Be like, well, he's got kids, you don't. He needs more money than you
and
do.
You're better than him. Wait, what?
You're single. Well, I think he tried to pump her up. Say, you're just as good as he is at what you do.
If not better.
It's not that I'm not trying to insult you. It's just he needs more money because he's got a family, and you're single. I mean, what do you need? More cocktails at the bar, happy hour? I mean, what do you need money for? He's got legit reasons why he needs money, and I try to disperse money on an as-needed basis. Dude, you just stepped in it, man.
But too, I mean, this could be one of those blessings in disguise. A lot of times, if you're in a job and you don't like the way you're being treated and you leave that job for a new job, you might make more money at the new job. You might have a happier work environment at the new job. Like, this could be a blessing in disguise. Your guardian angels could be guiding you down this path.
Yes. And, you probably learned something, and you might actually have a nice settlement on the way out the door, as some people are commenting and texting in that, this guy just admitted to discrimination. So, dummy.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Do you want to work for a boss this dumb?
Okay. Any other thoughts on that? 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Kind of another job-related question. This, I think, is really directed at you, Virginia, from Andy, who had sent us an email. She wants to know if her mentor is crossing a line.
Uh-oh.
What is this guy doing that's questionable? You'll hear her email next. Andy has a question. I think Virginia is the one that she would like the most advice from because she wants to know if her mentor is crossing a line.
Uh-oh. If you have to ask.
Yeah. And I think it's probably twofold because I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I think he is. I think the question is then, what do you do about it?
Expose the pig.
Well, give me the details.
I will. Her email says, how do you know if and when to cut off a relationship with a former boss? I worked under this man for about 8 months back in 2019 when I was 22 years old. And he was a fantastic boss who really became my mentor in that time. I met his family at the company Christmas party. He wrote me my letter of recommendation for grad school. And when he left the company, he told me to keep his cell number and that I could always use him as a job reference. He was good to me. And for that reason, I've always responded to his texts asking me how I'm doing and maintained a cordial relationship with him. But lately, it's been getting a little weird. He started texting me later and later at night, sometimes after midnight.
Oh,
we all know what happens after midnight.
That's wildly inappropriate right then and there.
That's booty time texting.
Thank you.
And while I was home for winter break this December, he asked to go to dinner, not lunch. Even when I told him I got COVID, which I did, he still asked if we could go to dinner and said, I don't care about that.
What?
Today was a new level of creepy. He texted me asking how school was, and we chatted back and forth about normal life update type of stuff. Then he told me that he wanted to treat me to a graduation dinner in another city on the other side of the country where he sometimes goes for work. I joked and said something like, haha, if I ever make it out there, to which he responded, all expense paid vacation on me, ha ha. I deflected the other weird stuff by keeping conversation about school/work and only responding during regular day hours, but offering to fly me to another city to visit him, I feel like that crosses a line. Should I just keep deflecting in order to keep him as a job reference, or do I cut him off? I'd love Virginia's take on this, in particular, being a fellow woman navigating business. Andy.
So you should never go anywhere with this cat ever again. I don't even want you to do coffee. You can't go out of town with him. You can't do anything with him.
No lunches even.
No coffee, no meet me at the mailbox to say hi. None of that. Because he's crossed a line. This is inappropriate. And he's testing the water to see how far he can go. And I'm sure other girls have taken him up on this before, but you're not the one. Do not ever meet him again. And you can ease back on your responses to him. When he texts you, you don't have to answer right away.
I think it's good that she's set up some boundaries already. She's recognized that this is becoming questionable, and she already is like, I'm not going to be texting at certain hours. I'm not going to be saying certain things. I'm not going to be doing certain activities that are suggested. I could see this being tough, because imagine if you have somebody that is powerful and could advance your career and help you out. You love those contacts, right? Isn't the business world made up of relationships?
It is.
Then when somebody starts crossing that line, that has got to be the challenge for how far have they crossed the line, and then how do I respond? And at some points, you have to just let powerful contacts go because it's a bad place for you to be. But I guess that's often the question, and I think that's where Andy is. How bad is it? How do I respond? Do I just lose this guy forever?
I don't think you should make a big deal of it with him. I don't think you should try to call him out. I don't think you should try to cancel him. I think what you should do is just ease back your communication with him and never meet with him face to face. And you should also maybe think about like only responding if it's about business. If he sends you anything about anything other than a business, don't respond whatsoever.
Okay. Well, there you go, Andy. There's your advice from Virginia. She sounded off on how to handle it.
And don't ever meet up with him.
Okay. Mama speaks.
Yes.
Any other problems you ever have in your life, you can run it by Virginia or anybody else here on the show. We even give worse advice than she does. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Give you our thoughts. That was well handled. Thank you very much. Coming up in a couple minutes, this could be interesting, Virginia, because apparently Jaybird and Denny's, they hit some dabs, got a little bit high, and then wrote down some ideas. But the question is, are these ideas good or not?
I love it.
Yeah,
they're not good.
They're not.
This is the fat that reading back, you go,
Well, if they're not good, we need them.
Well, I can't wait to hear what this sounds like a play off of a Kiss classic called Snout It Out Loud. They had a song called Shout It Out Loud. So is this...
to me, that's actually the best of the worst.
That's the best one we got. Snout It Out Loud. Okay.
That's the best?
That's the best of the worst.
Bit idea high idea from Bird and Denny. Snout it out loud. We'll find out what it is next. Well, are these ideas going to be any good? I don't know. Entertaining? Yes. Good? I don't know. We got some high ideas here. Apparently, Bird and Denny's were sitting around kicking around some ideas for the show. Well, they were kicking around something else.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. Well, you be the judge after you hear this idea. Were they high or not? Now, there's a couple different ideas that you're going to be pitching here. One I can't wait to hear is called Snout It Out Loud. We'll find out what that concept is all about.
We pitched Snout It Out Loud a long time ago. It went terribly wrong. Went back to the drawing board. Now maybe turn it into a bit.
So it was a bit that was pitched. We did the bit, and the bit was terrible?
It was a Shark Tank idea.
Oh, okay.
And you guys, I think there was already, I think we did some kind of a dog camera for Snout It Out Loud. And people are like, dude, it's already been invented.
Oh, okay.
But Snout It Out Loud, we loved the term so much.
Oh, yeah.
So we wanted to keep it going.
Okay, all right.
There's a bit we can actually do here in the studio.
Well, let's hear what you got here. Which ideas are you going to be pitching at us, and we'll decide if they're good or not. Here, Virginia, you and I, I guess, are the judges here.
We're ready
for the high ideas.
Do you want to ask us what they are, or do you have the list?
I do have the list. Can I start with Snout It Out Loud since we talked about it?
Snout It Out Loud basically would, because I love snouts on animals, you blindfold me. I have to kiss the snout of the animal and guess what snout it is. Snout It Out Loud could be visual, have kids involved with it. We could even do it at maybe Bush Wildlife.
Okay. Do they have gators?
They do have gators.
Okay.
Snout Out
bears.
I think I do really good because I love kissing snouts, and I've kissed a gator snout before. I think I do very good at that game.
You've got those panthers that like to eat your face.
Yeah, and if I don't go perfect, you throw me in the panther cage.
Ah, okay.
If they'd let me.
If they let you. Okay, Snout It Out Loud. I actually like that.
I do too.
That's
All right.
fun.
Okay, 1 for 1, Denny's.
Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Led with our best.
Okay. You've got another one here called Dizzy Dessert.
I'll let you take that one, Denny's.
Yeah, so I was thinking you get blindfolded, you have to spin 10 times, and then you have to eat a dessert, and whoever can eat it the cleanest wins.
Oh.
Dress it all white, and you eat chocolate mousse. You get some of that mousse on you, you lose.
Dizzy games are fun. Remember we did Dizzy Bowling?
Yes.
I did it with Denny's one time, me and him. He almost threw it through the window.
Yeah.
We were at that fancy bowling alley. Wrecking up the place.
Oh, the one at City Place that closed? Oh.
We could do Dizzy Bowling again. Do you right, Dizzy? Anything could be
Dizzy
fun.
anything is fun, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, they're not hating it, Denny.
Okay.
More
yeah.
Dizzy.
Okay.
All right, at least Dizzy is the win here.
Now, this one sounds a little dirty. It's called the Pound Cake Pounder.
Yes, you know me. I love pound cake.
Yeah, you do.
Love it. I feel like pound cake is one of those foods I can eat nonstop. So I predict how much pound cake I can eat, let's say in 5 minutes. And if I don't eat as much as I say I eat, we have a professional boxer standing right there, and he pounds me as hard as he can right in my stomach.
And then he takes you to Pound Town.
It's all...
It's a good twist, Virginia. I think I like yours better.
Be tough on a full stomach.
Either or, whatever Kevin approves, he either hits me in the stomach or he takes me to Pound Town.
It's a great video. Look, you want to get the YouTube numbers up or what?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the idea of being sluggish.
You'll get a whole new fan base.
Full of...
Yeah, full boxing would be rough. You have to eat a whole meal and then fight each other.
And local professional boxers are always looking to promote, get on the air, do things. I think they'd be into the Pound Cake Pounder.
Yeah.
You just got to find one that goes both ways.
Sounds so dirty.
Maybe we could have both. Boxer in the front and...
All right, so you guys like the Pound Cake Pounder?
We love it.
Yeah, I mean, these are all great.
If we have any local boxers listening.
We are locked in.
I say, why not? You've got here Calling Argentina, but it's not the country. It looks like Argen, A-R-G-E-N dash Tina, T-I-N-A. You have a sister named Tina. Does that have anything to do with her?
I mean, Kevin zoned right into it.
Okay.
She lives in Oregon. She's
Yeah.
3 hours behind us. You call her at our time, so we call her at 6 a.m. What time is it? It's 6 a.m. In Oregon, it's going to be...
What?
3 a.m.?
3
3,
a.m.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we call her at 3 a.m. We quiz it. She wakes up. What's going on? We quiz her immediately on Argentina questions.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Like,
Dennis, you can expand a little bit on it.
Yeah, so basically we're waking her up and asking her, like,
what
what's the
country
capital?
was the musical Evita about?
Argentina.
Yeah.
Ask all Argentina-based questions.
Who's the president of Argentina? She's like, what the hell? It's like a
yeah.
whole, you wake him up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Will she answer the phone?
She
at 3
might.
a.m.?
Well, sometimes I think 3 a.m. people think, I don't know, something bad's happening, so they usually answer.
Or if she's lonely.
No, I don't think she's lonely. Got a lot of animals.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Oh, you are doing a joke.
Come on, Matchbox 20 humor.
Nobody's doing that.
That joke was killing in 96.
Nobody is doing that.
Yeah.
You said it so like sad. I didn't understand what you were doing.
You have an idea for a Little Rascals recreation.
Take it, Denny's.
Yeah, so this came up because we were watching back through the recent theme song we did for the KVJ theme song that we just put up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking it would be cool to kind of reenact. We all pick a character from the Little Rascals and we reenact like an intro or some sort of famous scene from that.
Okay.
I thought it would be just a super random, try to tap into the audio, the nostalgia.
Well, I'm just like, how many people know what the Little Rascals are these days? What age group are we speaking to here?
They re-released the movie in the 90s.
The more Denny's talked, the more Kevin's face looks so confused.
Kevin looked like he smelled a fart.
Kevin doesn't like old-timey stuff.
That's right. He's not necessarily the demo.
And I'm not sure the witch likes old-timey stuff. Anytime we do ragtime stuff, she gets real mad. They don't like ragtime.
Yeah, you're right. They don't like the Little Rascals.
You know what? Cross that off the list.
So what is your favorite Little Rascals character?
I was always a Spanky fan. I like me some Alfalfa. A little darling never hurt.
Okay.
We love Spanky.
And Buckwheat, can you name any Little Rascals characters, not those four?
Yeah, isn't there a Patches?
No, but you're close.
Pickles? There's like a Pickles or a Patches.
Okay.
Or a Pipey.
There is.
Okay.
There's one of those.
Do you know what it is?
I can't remember it.
Well, I thought you had me, didn't you?
I said Pipey. Sounds like that ties into
I'll take
this bit.
Pipey.
You're Pipey.
Yes.
If we were Little Rascals, you're Pipey. Okay, and one more idea here. High ideas that Jaybird and Denny's mysteriously came up with while sitting together doing who knows what. It's an opera contest.
See who has the best opera voice.
Yeah, but we know it's
okay.
we know it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But who's gonna be the worst of the worst for a little bit of opera?
You must sing like this.
Oh, okay.
Who's got the opera voice?
I think the fans get involved. They vote for who's the worst.
Yeah.
Kevin hates that more than Spanky.
Do you hate more opera than old references?
I like that slightly better.
You like that? I knew you would hate the Little Rascals idea.
Okay, a little bit of feedback on Jaybird and Denny's high ideas that they came in here. It looks like the favorite idea is the snouted out loud, where you kiss the snouts of various mysterious animals while blindfolded.
We knew that'd be a crowd favorite.
Yeah, especially if we really kind of up it to gators and Florida Panthers and the such. That could be a lot of fun.
I love that.
The one that people might be questioning the most is the Little Rascals recreation.
Oh, we knew that was gonna fail.
Okay, that was, yeah. Okay. But yeah.
Expectations were low for that one's performance. Are you okay?
I just ate something and the bread got stuck in my trachea, so I'm trying to talk and be normal.
It sounds perfect.
I'm so sorry.
Can't tell at all.
I didn't know that Green Day song was going to end so soon.
It's a quick one. It's a quick one. Time of your life is short.
It's only 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of a trick.
I'm used to the 5-minute version of Hey Ya.
I want to say a big thanks to Red Light. They have some really great food. They brought in an amazing charcuterie board here today that I've been digging into. I usually don't eat during the show, but it looked too good. I'm like, I need some of that meat and cheese. It's good. It's got apple on it, some dipping sauces, bread, everything you want.
Yeah, you lost me for the rest of the show. I made my own little cheese sandwich over there.
They're like a new speakeasy kind of vibe.
Yeah.
They've got like a sexy, very masculine speakeasy vibe, and the food is yummy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the stuff that I'm kind of this vibe. I like it. It's like a swanky, classic, kind of like Little Joy.
Yes.
You go in there, you get yourself some top shelf liquor.
There's
have a nice
like
meal.
Live jazz and classy music.
Ooh.
And
you should open up your own called Speak Raspy.
Yeah, they brought in some, the food choices that they had are amazing. I don't have them in front of me.
I'm walking away from the remote.
They got short rib empanadas. They've got a stuffed chicken, and they've got egg rolls filled with Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Here's the stuffed chicken, if you want to take a look at that. It's
pretty.
That thing is a piece of artwork on mashed potatoes with bacon in it. And, oh, that looks phenomenal. They got spinach on top of that. So.
You were saying the owner invited you to go out the other night at like 11 p.m.?
Yeah. My buddy Scotty, he was like, hey, he's like, we're going to Red Light tonight because I've been wanting to join him. We just live on different schedules.
Yeah, you do.
He's like, we'll be there at 11. I'm like, no, I gotta get up at 3.
At 11, I've already been sleeping for 4 hours.
Right. Yeah. So I'm like, thanks. So he's like, I'll just bring you guys by some food. So
that was nice.
Yeah, Scotty and Jen, thank you guys so much for that. It is absolutely amazing and a cool little place to go hang out if you want a nice little date night.
Yes.
Go check it out. Mm-hmm.
It's like upscale and dining and.
Yep.
All kinds of fun
stuff.
stuff.
On Congress, just a little bit south of Okeechobee. So it's
feel upscale.
Yeah, you kind of look it. If you go north of the road that comes right out of PBI, you just take it right up there and you'll be able to find Red Light. So go see all the great food that they have got there. Thank you very much.
More KVJ next on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, this is good news about the vaccine. They say 61% of Americans have either been vaccinated or intend to be vaccinated as soon as they can. And in Florida, we're about to open it all up. 40 and older can get it. Starting on Monday, it's 18 and older, and that's pretty much going to be what we need. They say only 17% of Americans now are still in that, I'm going to wait and see approach with the vaccine. That's down from 39% in December. So more people are believing in it, trusting in it, liking what they're seeing with the numbers, and hope that is the route back because people, I think everybody will agree, we all want our lives back.
Panda got it yesterday, and all he has so far is a sore arm.
Okay, that's good because I've heard different responses. Some people get a little feverish, they get some symptoms. But they said, I heard somebody yesterday in the discussion that had it, and they said 12 hours, they had a fever. And then after that, they were fine.
Yeah, one of my buddies, small little fever, just grew a small set of wings. Nothing big.
Well, now you can fly. Just positive.
That was just a joke.
Grew a tail. He's hanging from the tree outside.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Mm-hmm. There is a cybersecurity company, though, that is warning against fake vaccine cards. They say we are noticing them a lot more now. So that is going to be happening for people that don't want to get the vaccine but still want the privileges of people who do.
There's some crazy stuff happening on TikTok. So there's people that actually went on TikTok that actually work in the medical field that don't want to get the vaccine. And they put it out there that they were looking for fake vaccine cards. And so these other people found out who they were and put all their info out there, called their employer and said, hey, we thought you should want to know. Your nurse who deals with cancer patients is looking for a vaccine lie card.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's blowing up on TikTok. I'm fascinated because they're all coming for each other.
That's the new shame game, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. They say if you're going to be getting the vaccine, you can actually get yourself a vaccine blouse. Revolve.com has a line of shirts they call Vaccine Ready, where your shoulders are totally bare so you can get your COVID shots without having to roll up your sleeve. Only going to set you back $70 to $300.
I'll just roll up my sleeve.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, that's kind of costly.
Panda had a long sleeve shirt on. I guess he wasn't thinking about it. So he had to get topless.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's like, I felt so weird. I was so topless.
It is weird when you're in the middle of Publix.
And you don't feel your skinniest. You're like,
man.
Now I'm topless.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So just be prepared when you go with what you wear.
Mm-hmm. And this is kind of interesting. They say that some of the side effects, not just the fever I was talking about, but some people, just a tiny number, have reported having vivid dreams after getting the vaccine, or maybe a dream about space or flying cars. What?
Wow.
Huh. Well, we talked to the audience about that thing they have for kids when they have night terrors and if they're sleeping bad. What was it? Snorble or Snorky? We played it earlier today.
Uh-huh.
They could use that if they're having terrible dreams.
There you go. And how about this? Rutgers University did a study, and they found that certain mouthwashes are disrupting COVID's ability to replicate in human cells.
Oh.
You get yourself some Listerine, or they call it chlorhexidine. They say they've noticed that will deactivate the virus within seconds during some lab experiments.
Wow.
And they're hoping now as we also get better ways to keep the vaccine or the virus from spreading, that if you rinse your mouth 3 times a day with these products, it could reduce the ability to transmit COVID.
That's crazy. I love the way my mouth feels after Listerine.
Yeah.
When you're doing it, it hurts, but then after you're like,
Hurts so good, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've recently started doing that a lot too.
Which one do you use?
I use the one that has the cavity protection too. My dentist gave it after last time I went, and so every time I brush now, I'll swig around for 30 seconds afterwards.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and hey, I mean, don't we all want fresher breath?
I do.
Who's that person raising their hand that wants sour breath?
A gremlin.
Yeah,
A demon.
not me. I want my breath to stink.
I'd like to be gross.
Yeah, worse the better. So there you go. Well, coming up here, we got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up. We'll handle some stuff we didn't get on the regular show, your emails as well. And it's all going to be simulcast live. If you want to check it out on YouTube, just go look for the KVJ Show. You can get it anytime on demand, either on YouTube or on our free 97.9 WRMF app. All our podcasts are up there. Go download it for free, listen, register, win some cool stuff. All right, Bird, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it.
Oh, that's a good one.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.